So, looking at the trailer for Season 7, I hope everyone's as excited as I am. So we got our witty banter with Mirage and Rampart. Good to see she's still considered part of the game, even though you don't usually ever see her played. She was one of the worst character introductions of the first campaign. Not that Mirage gets much use either, but he's such a great personality. I guess you could say the same thing about Rampart, actually. So our boy Pathfinder, who I find is becoming more meta again since they kind of half nerfed and half buffed him. So they're in their ship, they're going to teleport to Olympus, which is kind of funny. Why have the rocket if you can just teleport? But who cares? Not an important detail. Okay, so we get our first look at Olympus here, so I'm going to pause it. There's a couple of things I want to kind of draw in on from like a potential gameplay, assuming this is more or less to scale. From what I hear with the inclusion of vehicles, this map is going to be huge, and it really doesn't look like it in this view, and I don't know if this is just like a stylized version of what the map is going to be like, or if this is like legitimately just a really zoomed out version of the map. But then, okay, if you look up here in kind of the west end of the map, you can see some like pretty big like skyscrapers, and to scale, those look really tiny. So I'm thinking that even though this doesn't look very big, if you look at those skyscrapers, they're like tiny from this view. So this view just might be so high that the actual map might be like quite a bit larger than the previous ones. And one thing I like right away from looking at this, unfortunately, it looks like the whole northeast is mostly covered. So I'm wondering if there's like a subterranean kind of thing going on. That cool blue dome over here in the far east, I'm thinking there's like probably, I wonder if that's like the arena that they talked about. Like there's been some talk about an Apex arena mode. And maybe that's the arena. Maybe that's only accessible in certain game modes, or maybe that's like an internal map that we just can't see from a distance. Then you kind of have these like tubes connecting you out, and I don't know if maybe if that's like a fast transit type thing, or there's some way that traversal is going to happen. I mean, it's a bit early to make assessments, but you can see like kind of at that midpoint where those tubes come out, there's this the structure here, and it looks like there's probably something internal that leads up to this this kind of mountain point up here. Yeah, so unfortunately we don't get a really good view of the north, but if you look at like some of these details like to the west of that point, it looks like, you know, very, very zoomed out, and I think there even are some like office towers and stuff like that in the northwest. So I think we're only getting a really good view of the south. And if we look at the south, one area I don't kind of like the look of is this southeastern area. I see a lot of green space and what looks like not a lot of cover. So this might be kind of like that dead zone, like the desert areas in, Kings Canyon, or you know, some of the green space in World's Edge, where it's not necessarily 100% being utilized. But then again, with vehicles now, maybe this is just something you traverse as quickly as possible in your vehicle. This whole area here in the southwest looks really cool. It looks like and I think that might be the area, either that or this area to the east might be the area that we zoom in on next. So let's let this play out a little bit more.
Not too shabby. Drop me off at the Lido deck.
So we're chitter-chattering, getting a little bit closer. So obviously there's like, so those, that half moon thing that I pointed out earlier, looks like it's where the armed battery is, the cannon battery. So we're falling. I don't know if we get a great view of the map here. You see the spear there. We'll back it up a little bit just before Mirage starts to fall. Yeah, so right there we can see a little bit of the dome, and the ship passes through. So okay, so that dark that black blue cloudy thing is actually not solid, so you can actually pass through it. So that's interesting. So it's not like a true dome. I wonder if it's like a low gravity area. That would be cool. So now we're actually on the surface, and this looks great. The whole art style is so different from anything else. They have all these like cherry blossoms and, you know, brick walkways. This looks less like the kind of bombed out, desolate areas that we have been in to date. And we see our first look here. I'm going to pause of the, I think it's called the Trident, the new vehicle. It looks like it moves at a pretty good clip. I don't know if this is to scale with the game, but if it is, that's looks like it's going to at least be quite a bit quicker than a running Octane. Also, if we sort of pause here, it looks like it has some type of jump mechanic, and I can't tell if that's because it hit like a jump pad type of thing. Let me rewind a bit and play. Okay, so yeah, it actually does. It goes off a ramp, so that circular area seems to have ramps down into the area, and if you hit those with any kind of speed in the Trident, it'll actually get some hang time. And it looks like it kind of slows its own fall, probably part of the hovering mechanic. So they're getting chased here by crypto drone doing their thing. Nothing too shocking here. Like, okay, so here we see Horizon's. Most likely her tactical, I'm guessing. So she throws out the little disc thing and it shoots everyone up in the air. I'm sure that's just one option to use it, and actually it's probably a rare one. I think you're going to use it more to just get your own people up into the air. So it threw the enemies up in the air. They got quickly eliminated. Personally, not that exciting of an ability. So here we see Rampart shoot down the ship. At first I thought that was a... potentially a new weapon, but no, actually watching it back, it's just a Sentinel with a charged shot. I don't know if it's this easy to disable the Trident. That would be kind of crappy if like one shot from a Sentinel will disable it, but you know, here it's, oh no, so it's damaged, so at least that one shot will damage the Trident. So obviously the people in the two side positions can shoot and the driver has to drive. I'll be interested to see if this kamikaze option is going to be something you can do too. And we pause right here. We get our ultimate, I believe, for Horizon, which now this looks super powerful, especially if it works how it does in the video, because there you can see Pathfinder just chucks a frag into the gravity well, and then like it seems like everyone inside is killed. Yeah, so if that's a mechanic, that would be super powerful. And like coordinating that with, interestingly enough, you coordinate that with a Rampart. If you pull everyone up and out of cover into that and just dump a Sheila into it, that'd be pretty huge. Or drop a Jibby airstrike on it, or a caustic gas cloud. Like lots of options to really punish people with that. So that ultimate could be very powerful. So here we see some more witty banter between everybody. That little drone, I haven't been paying attention throughout. I think that's kind of similar to Crypto's drone or Lifeline's dock. It seems to be like a companion that follows Horizon around. I think that's the thing that's responsible for like actually deploying the gravity well and stuff like that. So yeah, there you go. November 4th. Looking forward to it. This looks really cool. So excited for a new map. We really needed one. I think a lot of people were pretty bummed with Season 6 that we didn't get one. And this map looks really good. I mean, we don't really know a lot yet, but there's, yeah, it looks like it's like a lot of change. Like this is a huge change for the game. All of a sudden now we have vehicles, which is a massive change. Sounds like the map is a lot bigger. There's a lot of point of interest in that map we don't know anything about. I'm really interested in that sphere to the east to see what that's all about, but yeah, all told, this is looking like a good season. I think we might see a lot of people coming back to Apex. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Super excited for this season. I will definitely be streaming this one when it comes out. So yeah, stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed already, maybe subscribe. Regardless, thanks for watching. Are you excited for Apex Legends Season 7? Me too. Keep following the channel to see the latest updates, and I'll be live streaming the launch on November 4th. Make sure to come out. Thanks for watching.